Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Mart Center on the campus of Wilkes University for tonight's NCAA Division III wrestling match between the Wilkes University Colonels and the Elizabethtown College Blue Jays. Wilkes comes in at 0-1 on the season, losing their home opening duel last Friday to a very good TCNJ squad. Elizabethtown comes in at 1-1 on the season as they won a duel against Shippensburg on the road to start the season and then lost at home to Franklin and Marshall. Both teams sent wrestlers to the Ratchets Rumble tournament this past Saturday, with Elizabethtown placing 8th of 14 teams and Wilkes 10th. So we should be in store for a good duel match tonight between these two. Thank you for watching tonight on GoWilkesU.com. I'm Mark Ettinger with your call. Austin Fashour off to a terrific start to his career for the Colonels. We'll get things underway here at 125 as he faces Ethan Lipson of Elizabethtown. Fashour 5-1 on the season. He was the lone winner for the Colonels in the lineup against TCNJ last Friday, and also went 4-1 to open the season, placing second at the Ned McGinley Invitational. Fashour, the first year from Scranton, Pennsylvania, West Scranton High School. Just today released the new rankings for D3Wrestle.com, and Fashour was listed as an honorable mention just outside of the top 10 rankings, as he's being noticed for his fast start to his collegiate career. No scoring there in the early going. Ethan Lipson, a sophomore from Farmingdale, New Jersey, in Howell High School, has a 5-2 record so far this season. So we're in store for a good 125-pound bout. Lipson was going for the takedown. Fashour rolled through nicely, and now he is in position to maybe get a reversal here after Lipson got the takedown. And there's an escape for Fashour, so it's 2-1 now for Lipson. Fashour now has Lipson up and rolls him back over. Nice move there. Gets the 2 for the takedown, does Fashour, as he takes a 3-2 lead with 30 seconds left in the first period. 3-minute first periods in collegiate wrestling, followed by two 2-minute periods to make up the distance. Ten seconds now on the clock. As Fashour leads 3-2 after the first period. Talking about making sure the riding time's correct, as it's currently at 12 seconds. in favor of Fast Shower. He'll start down for the second period. Wilkes led by John Laudenslager, now in his 19th season, with a 266, 119, and 5 career record, leading the program. There's a caution on the start. Wilkes is 5 wins away from 900 program victories, looking to work their way there this season, and tonight would be the first step if they can take down Elizabethtown. Fast Shower working on a reversal here. And even more, there is the reversal for Fast Shower, as he now leads 5-2, scored 5 consecutive points in this bout. Lipson up to his feet, but they'll reset in the middle as they go off the mat. Elizabethtown is led by Eric Walker, now in his 18th season, so 2 veteran head coaches leading these 2 programs tonight. One minute left in the second period. Rest of the lineup here tonight for the Colonels is going to be the same as we saw on Friday night against TCNJ. Jack Bauer will go next at 133. Michael Richardson at 141 will actually receive a forfeit victory, as Elizabethtown unable to field a wrestler at that weight tonight. Kyle Tino will go at 149, followed by Charles Everdale, James Geiger, John DeVito, Colton Babcock, Cameron Butka, and Sean McCurdy rounding out the lineup you'll see on the mat tonight for the Colonels. 20 seconds left in the second period. Fast Shower now has riding time up over a minute. And a point awarded to Fast Shower there for a stall warning on Lipson. And with 5 seconds left in the period, Fast Shower leads 6-2. And Fast Shower does a good job not to allow Lipson out in the final seconds. And he'll take his 4-point lead into the third period, and they'll start on their feet. Caution there on Fast Shower for the false start. And they head off the mat. The rest of the Colonels roster was wanting a takedown there for Fast Shower. Colonels go 45 deep on the roster this season, and they've been getting action in the tournament so far. At the beginning of the Invitational 2 Saturdays ago in the Righteous Rumble tournament. as well. Wilkes placing third at the Ned McGinley Invitational. Fast Shower with another takedown there. He placed second at that tournament. And then, like I said, won his dual match last Friday night against TCNJ. Did not wrestle in the tournament. Then on Saturday, none of the wrestlers in the lineup tonight wrestled in the tournament on Saturday, as Linus Lager went with the other wrestlers on the roster to get experience in that tournament. Under 10 seconds now. Fast Shower will get the riding time point as well, and he'll get a 9-2 victory here to open the night for the Colonels, as Fast Shower moves to 6-1 on the season with the victory. As he gets the decision win there. And Wilkes leads 3-0 in the team score. Jack Bauer now up for the Colonels at 133, going up against Scott Reagan. And the early takedown for Bauer. He comes in at 1-2 on the season. And Bauer for his career is 20-17 in the Navy and Gold. Junior from Ringgold, New Jersey, and Hunterdon Central High School. Reagan comes in at 3-4 on the year for Elizabethtown. He's from Bridgeville, Delaware, and St. George's Tech. Bauer in control right now after the quick takedown. Riding time already creeping towards a minute in Bauer's favor here. And they go off the mat, so they'll reset. I want to give a shout out for some of the work done by the Colonels this past weekend at the Ratchets Rumble tournament. Placed 10th as a team, did place 2 in the top 6, including Colin Rolak winning his weight class, the 141-pound bracket. Rolak went a perfect 5-0 on the day to take home the championship in his first collegiate matches. And Austin Kaminsky placed 6th at 197, as he was 5-1 in the tournament overall for the senior. Bauer with a nice move there. Has Regan on his back, getting near fall points here. See if he can finish it off, though. Not quite, as Regan is fighting hard. Bauer using his legs on Regan's head. "35 seconds left in the first period. Now he gets Regan turned more. Ref's looking. Trying to get the pin before the period ends. 3 seconds left. Back to his belly, though, is Regan, and Bauer gets 4 near fall points there to lead 6-2 after the first period and has 2:48 of riding time in the bank. In a dominant first period there for Bauer. Bauer looking for the takedown, gets it. Back up to his feet is Reagan, but 2 points given, 8-0 now to lead for Jack Bauer. Reagan gets out for his first point of the match as he gets the escape. Trails 8-1. Bauer has riding time clinched for the match. At this point, 3:31 on the riding time clock. Only 20 seconds left in the second period now. See if Bauer can score some more points with a late takedown here. And it looks like they'll just let the clock run out and head to the third period with Bauer leading 8-1. Bauer at the very least here trying to look to push this into a major decision category for the Colonels here. Currently leading by 7. With the riding time point would put him there, but needs to pad that a little bit. And there's the takedown that'll get that done as he's now up 10-1. Now he can think about another chance at a fall here, or near fall points that could push this towards a tech fall as well. 1:15 left in the third period. Reagan back to his feet. Bauer takes him back to the mat. And off the mat with 39 ticks left in the period. Bauer in firm control at 10-1. Riding time all the way up to 4:27 now. go off the mat with 9 seconds left. Head coach telling Bauer to finish on top here in the last 9 seconds. And Bauer will grind Reagan down to the mat and do just that, as he'll take the 11-1 major decision victory at 133 to put Wilkes up 7-0. And Michael Richardson will take the forfeit victory at 141 for the Colonels to push the lead to 13-0. And it will be Kyle Tino up at 149 for Wilkes against Shane Strausser for the Blue Jays. Tino comes in at 4-3 on the season for the Colonels. It's a 19-17 career record for the junior from Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Strausser, a junior from Mooresville, PA, and Hamburg High School, comes in at 9-5 on the season. Doreen Gonzalez is listed as an honorable mention in the D3. Actually listed in the contender category of the D3 Wrestle rankings that came out today. Not in the lineup tonight at this weight class, though, for Elizabethtown. He was the champion at the Messiah Invitational. And Tino gets the takedown of Strausser to take the early lead at 150 remaining in the first period. Richardson with that forfeit victory moves to 4-3 on the season. Bauer improved to 2-2 overall with his win at 133. They'll come back to the middle. Tino with that takedown just over a minute into the period leads 2-0, and his riding time up to 1:06 on the clock. So he's got that point in his favor right now early on. Tino was ranked 3rd in the Southeast Regional rankings by the NWCA in the preseason. And having a very good first period here as he'll take a 2-0 lead and rode out Strausser after that early takedown. Strausser will choose to go neutral here. Actually, I apologize. He'll choose to start on the top here. Tino looking in, working on the reversal there, gets the 2 points. Doubles his lead to 4-0. Nice crowd on hand tonight on a mid-week dual match here at the March Center. Under a minute left in the second period. Chaucer inching his way towards the edge of the mat on the far side there. And they go off the mat. Wilkes leads the series between these two schools dating back to the 2011 season 8-1, including the 8 victories in the last 8 matchups. Last time the two teams met was back in 2018 when Wilkes won 24-10 in Elizabethtown. Tino leads 4-0 after 2 periods here at 1:49. Wilkes leading 13-0 in the team score, as Austin Fastshower picked up a decision at 1:25. Jack Bauer a major decision at 1:33, and Michael Richardson the forfeit at 1:41 to give Wilkes the lead. Tino looking to make it a perfect 4-0 start for the Colonels tonight. Tino's up for the escape and a 5-0 lead now. Riding time up to 3:32 for Tino. Tino working on a takedown, his second of the bout if he could get it. And he does. So Tino up to a 7-0 lead. 1:30 left in the third period. Tino scoring his points with a takedown, reversal, and escape, and another takedown for the 7-0 lead. One minute left in the third period. Tino with a very dominating performance, similar to what Jack Bauer produced in the last match. With riding time well up into the 4 to 5 minute range in both of those bouts. Tino now up to 4:36 and counting for riding time in this one. Referee stops things with 16.6 seconds left in this bout. Tino will need to make something happen here to get bonus points for the Colonels. If not, it will be a... Actually, will not. He will get the bonus point with the major decision, with the riding time point coming his way and the 8-point victory. Makes it 8-0. Major decision there for Kyle Tino over Shane Strausser. As Wilkes goes ahead now 17-0 with 6 bouts left. It will be first year Charles Everdale on the mat now for the Colonels against Luke Moynihan of Elizabethtown. Everdale starting his career with a 4-3 record, but it is Moynihan with the early takedown. Everdale from Freeland, PA, and Hazleton Area High School. Everdale placed 4th at the Ned McGinley Invitational to open the season, as he went 4-2 on the day. Back up after receiving some treatment there. Good to see. And comes into this bout with a 4-3 record. Moynihan at 4-5 overall on the season. Moynihan is a senior from Forked River, New Jersey, and Marine Academy. Two nothing the lead for Moynihan with the very early takedown. Not much riding time a factor right now, as Everdale, with the injury stoppage there, was able to then start neutral. And there's a second takedown in the match from Moynihan, as he now goes ahead 4-0 with 1:20 left in the first period. Moynihan has riding time in his favor in this bout. After we saw it was the Colonels with the early takedowns and the riding time in the previous two matchups out on the mat. This time, Elizabethtown flipping the script as Moynihan leads 4-0, nearing the end of the first period. Trying to turn Everdale there, but Everdale does a good job of fighting that off as it comes to the close of the first 3-minute period. get back going here as Everdale has used 113 of his injury time officially in this bout. And a point awarded to Moynihan there. So he leads 5-0. Midway through the matchup with 1:30 left in the second period here. Everdale trying to look for his first points. If he can get Moynihan down, he does for the takedown. And they're off the mat, so it's 5-2 as Everdale tries to turn things around in the second half of this bout. Moynihan's riding time was up over 1:30 in this bout, but Everdale now having that tick back down. 1:15 now and coming down. As Moynihan escapes and now leads 6-2 and still has riding time in his favor at 1:07. Everdale will need some scoring here late in the second and a big third period. He's locked in on Moynihan's head here, pulling down. See if he can scoop behind for the takedown. They're near the edge of the mat. They'll head off with 10 seconds left in the second. They'll just let the period come to a close there. Everdale trailing 6-2. But winning that period 2-1 in his favor. Actually, it was 2-2 even in that period with that 1 point given during the injury stoppage. Escape point for Elizabethtown there. 7-2. Everdale with the escape there. Sorry, my bad. Paying attention to the action right in front of me. 6-3. Everdale trails. Riding time at 1:11 for Moynihan. So Everdale will need some points here in the last minute 15. There's a chance at a takedown. They go off the mat. No points scored there, though. As they head right towards the Elizabethtown bench. Everdale looking like he's starting to find his legs towards the end of this match. See if he can close strong. The first shot there is Everdale. And now the takedown. Nice defense in the offense there by Moynihan to lead 8-3. Everdale out with the escape, so it's 8-4, 42 seconds for Everdale to try to come up with a late flurry here. Riding time at 1:16 for Moynihan. 20 seconds left. Everdale looking, gets the takedown. It's now 8-6, 7 seconds left. Everdale needing to turn Moynihan there and look for near fall points. Would have been probably the best strategy with time running down. 3 seconds on the clock. 8-6. Moynihan leads with riding time point coming his way. And it will go as a Luke Moynihan victory, 9-6 decision to put Elizabethtown on the board in the team score. Wilkes now leads 17-3 as we hit the halfway point in the match and move into the second half here. It's James Geiger at 165 versus Brian Schneider. Terrific matchup here in this weight class. As Schneider comes in ranked 10th in today's D3Wrestle.com rankings, but Geiger with a nice move to start things. Schneider, though, able to fight back, and they're still neutral on this move. Geiger with the early takedown. Nice work there by the junior from Dallas, PA. Dallas High School. Geiger comes in at 5-2 on the season for the Colonels. And Geiger 23-9 career record, including what he did his first year at Keystone College before transferring last year into Wilkes. Schneider comes in at 9-3 on the season, and as I said, ranked in the latest D3Wrestle.com poll 10th overall in this weight class in the nation. Schneider, a junior from Middletown, Delaware, and Middletown High School. Geiger trying to turn Schneider to his back there. And a nice job of keeping Schneider down. Riding time up to 1:15 for Geiger here early on in the first period of this bout. Geiger throwing Schneider back to the mat, and they're going to stop things here. Geiger with a hold there that's going to give the Elizabethtown grappler the point for an illegal hold, as it's now 2-1 in favor of Geiger. Under a minute now in the first period remaining. Geiger trying to work on Schneider here, trying to turn his upper body, get his back to the mat. 2-1 the lead for Geiger after the first period. 2:26 of riding time on the clock in his favor, getting himself off to a good start to this bout. Wilkes leads 17-3 at the midway point here tonight. As Wilkes picking up two major decisions, a decision and a forfeit for their points, and there was Luke Moynihan putting Elizabethtown on the board in the 157-pound bout with a 9-6 decision. Kyle Tino and Jack Bauer picking up the major decisions for the Colonels tonight. Austin Fashauer, a decision victory. Michael Richardson with the forfeit. Nothing doing through the first minute of the second period for either grappler. Schneider in at the hips of Geiger. Geiger trying to fight this off. Brian Schneider, though, in a good position, has Geiger on his back. Gets the 2 points for the takedown. And Schneider leads 3-2 now. So Schneider will take that 1 point lead into the third period. Geiger's riding time still in his favor at 1:47. Could be a key in this matchup down the stretch here is that riding time. They'll start on their feet. Schneider again in at the upper legs of Geiger, driving him backwards off the mat, no takedown. Geiger looks to scoop under there. Schneider trying to fight him off. Both grapplers holding on. See who can get the upper hand out of this. This is Geiger initiating the move here, but Schneider did a good job of defending against it. 1 minute left in the third period. Geiger with the push him to the back. He gets the takedown. Does James Geiger take a 4-3 lead and his riding time in his favor. 40 seconds left in the third period. Great work by the junior there. Back up to their feet now. Can Schneider get out? Ref's going to stop things. And another point given to Schneider with Geiger getting called for that. It's now even at 4-4. Geiger with the 2:09 riding time clinched in his favor. Will need to just try to keep Schneider down for the final 19 seconds here to earn the victory. Can he do it? Schneider rolls through, Geiger still has his leg. Geiger staying on his ankles, trying to get out of Schneider. And he gets out with 7 seconds left to go up 5-4, but Geiger has the riding time point. And the horn will sound with things at 5-5 with Geiger's riding time point. So we'll go to sudden victory period number 1. Here at 165 between the nationally ranked Brian Schneider of Elizabethtown and James Geiger for Wilkes. Sudden victory. First one to score wins. This has been a terrific, even matchup. Coming in for the takedown attempt for Schneider, but Geiger still holding on to Schneider's back half as well. And Schneider looking like he's close to a takedown. Geiger fighting hard on the bottom, and there is the takedown. Schneider will come through in the clutch, tying things up late in the third period and then getting the sudden victory decision. Officially 7-5, Brian Schneider with the win over James Geiger at 165 as Elizabethtown inches closer in the team score now at 17-6. As we move to 174, John DeVito against Tracek Rowland. DeVito now a junior for the Colonels from Long Valley, New Jersey, Westmore Central High School against Tracek Rowland. Rowland is a sophomore from Danielsville. And Northampton High School. DeVito comes in looking for his first victory of the season. And he gets the early takedown there, does DeVito. DeVito coming in at 0-3 on the young season. Has a 31-18 career record for Wilkes, though, after a 30-plus win season 2 years ago to start his career here in the Navy and Gold. Rowland comes in this year at 4-3 overall. So DeVito trying to get Wilkes back in the win column after Elizabethtown taking the last 2 bouts to inch closer into this team competition. 4 back points there for DeVito as he ups his lead to 6-0 a minute into the first period. There's 2 back points for DeVito as he's up to 8-0 lead and now riding time up over a minute as well. They go off the mat. 56 seconds left in the first period. .30 seconds left in the first period now. Wilkes leading 17-6 in the team score. with victories by Austin Fashower, 9-2 decision at 125. Jack Bauer, 11-1 major decision at 133. Kyle Tino, an 8-0 major decision at 149, giving Wilkes the points along with Michael Richardson's forfeit victory at 141 for their 17. Luke Moynihan, a decision, and Brian Schneider, a decision the last two bouts to pull Elizabethtown closer, but a dominant first period there by John DeVito has him leading 8-0 with 2:23 of riding time as well, as he had a takedown and then he had back points twice with 4 points once and another 2 for his lead. And they'll start neutral here for this second period. Oh, Matt cleanup of some blood out there was the reason for the stoppage. Rowland with the takedown there. DeVito doing a good job to get out of there after the takedown, but that's going to be a 6-point swing there as Rowland pulls back now, trailing just by 2, 8-6. Vito out with the escape, now leads 9-6. His riding time still at 1:39, so he has that in his favor as well right now. Now 15 to go in the second period. And DeVito will take a 9-6 lead into the third as Tracek Rowland was able to pull back, cut into that 8-0 lead with a good second period on that one move early on. And DeVito will start down here in the period. And he's out with the escape, so he leads 10-6 now. caution there on Roland at the early start. Reset things. 1:50 left in the third period. DeVito leads 10-6. Riding time point in his favor coming at the end as well. Roland, though, proved he can make some high-scoring moves in this bout as well, as he had a 6-point turnaround earlier. And I'll stop things for a little blood on Roland again, right above the left elbow. 1:24 left in the third period. Wilkes will be in action this Saturday at the Wildcat Invitational hosted by Penn College in Williamsport, PA. 11 a.m. start time for that one, as Wilkes will hit the mat for their third tournament of the season. Get a lot more action for this roster that goes 45 deep for the Wilkes this year. .110 left in the third period. We're at the 174-pound bout. 3 bouts left here tonight. Roland trying to make something happen late here. He shoots in, looking for the takedown. DeVito's going to have to play some strong defense here. He's not quite around the back, but he does get the takedown now of DeVito, as DeVito leads 10-8 with 35 seconds left. And Roland will let him up, so DeVito now leads 11-8 with the escape. Roland trying to make a late push here with another takedown. DeVito has the riding time point coming his way as well right now at 1:21 on the clock. Anytime a wrestler is up over a minute of riding time, they are awarded an extra point at the end. There's a caution again on Roland for a quick start. Vito able to switch behind and counter that move by Roland into a takedown of his own, and he leads and wins the match 14-8 after the riding time point is added on. 14-8, decision victory for DeVito at 174 to get Wilkes back in the win column, and leading 20-6 with 3 bouts left. Colton Babcock at 184 for the Colonels against Hunter Bodette of Elizabethtown. Babcock with the early takedown. He is listed as an honorable mention in the D3Wrestle.com rankings that came out earlier today after starting 4-1 on the season. He was the champion at 184 at the Ned McGinley Invitational as he started the year in fine fashion and his Wilkes career after transferring in from Shippensburg this past year. And there's the pin for Babcock in 49 seconds over Hunter Bodette. Bodette came in at 5-5 on the season. Now we'll slip below 500 as Babcock moves to 5-1 overall with the pinfall victory there. And that clinches the match for the Colonels as they lead by 20 points now with only 2 bouts remaining. So Colton Babcock clinches the dual victory for the Colonels here tonight. 2 matches left. It's Cameron Bucka at 197 now against Tyler Fenninger. Butker comes in at 4-2. The first year from Scranton, PA, West Scranton High School. Tyler Feniger at 2-3 on the season. Feniger, junior from Lancaster, PA, Lampeter Strasburg High School. Butka was impressive in the Ned McGinley Invitational as he went 4-1 there to place second overall, runner-up on the day to open his Wilkes career. And had a hard-fought match against a ranked wrestler from TCNJ in the dual match last Friday. And it is Butka with the early takedown at the 1 minute mark of the first period. So just to recap, Colton Babcock with that fall at 49 seconds over Hunter Bodette clinches the dual match victory for the Colonels here tonight. 26-6 the lead in the team score. Austin Fashour added 3 points with the decision victory. Jack Bauer 4 points with a major decision. Michael Richardson 6 points with his forfeit. Kyle Tino 4 points with his major decision at 149. John DeVito added 3 points with his decision victory at 174, and then 6 points from Babcock with the fall at 184. Got Wilkes to their 26 points here tonight. Escape there for Feniger. So it's 2-1 the lead for Butka here at the 197-pound matchup. Sean McCurdy will wrap things up tonight for the Colonels at 285 against Dylan Waller. That's up next. Here's a takedown for Butka, the second of this first period for him. Riding time up over a minute, 1:02 for the Colonel grappler in the first period as they used 2 takedowns to lead 4-1 after the first 3 minutes. Feniger will start down, Butka on top for the second period. The crowd enjoyed that throw by Butka there as he got Feniger back to the mat. One point awarded to Feniger there on the legal hold there by Butka. So 4-2 is Butka's lead. 50 seconds remaining in the second period. Bucka doing a good job of riding, adding to that riding time he had built in the first period. Now up to 2:22 and counting. Fenneger trying to get towards the end of the mat to force a reset here. And Bucka rides out Fenneger in the second period, so riding time up to 3:02. Riding time clinched for Bucka in the match, so he'll have that extra point coming no matter what Fenneger does here in this period. Bucka leads 4-2 with 2 first period takedowns. Bucka out with the escape, so 5-2 now his lead. Bucka does a nice job there to go behind for the takedown, and now he leads 7-2. 1:20 left in the third period. Another point given to Elizabethtown there on a hold by Bucka, so it's 7-3. And then the escape given by Bucka as well, so now 7-4 the score. Fenneger shoots in. See if Bucka can turn defense to offense. He's got the left leg of Fenneger, but Fenneger also has Bucka's left leg, and he's able to get behind. It's now 7-6 with 45 seconds left. He lets Bucka up, so it's 8-6. Cameron Bucka leads in the third period. Bucka has the riding time clinched, so he'll have the extra point coming at the end as well. So it's Fenneger needing to make something happen late. He shoots in. A nice move to flip the script by Bucka for the takedown. He leads 10-6. 20 seconds remaining. And Bucka will ride him out from there and win 11-6 decision officially after the riding time point, as Wilkes goes up 29-6 now in the team score as we head to the final bout of the night. It is Sean McCurdy for the Colonels against Dylan Waller. McCurdy comes in at 3-3 on the season. Sophomore from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Academy of the New Church against Dylan Waller. He's 7-4 this season. Manalapan, New Jersey is where Waller is from. Final bout of the night here. Wilkes taking this dual match. Victory number 896 for the program. And it is a fall there for Waller. At 34 seconds. With Wilkes taking the match tonight. Waller with a good finish there Wilkes winning 7 of the 10 bouts, actually 6 of the 9 bouts, with 1 forfeit also awarded. 29-12 official score tonight. Winning for Wilkes was Austin Fashour, 9-2 decision at 125. Jack Bauer, an 11-1 major decision at 133. Michael Richardson had the forfeit at 141. Kyle Tino, major decision at 149 for Wilkes. John DeVito, a decision at 174. Colton Babcock picked up the pinfall at 184. And Cameron Butka, a decision at 197. Those are the wins for the Colonels on the night. Luke Moynihan, Brian Schneider, and Dylan Waller, the victors for Elizabethtown tonight. Speaking of Penn College, Wilkes will head there on Saturday for their next action to square off in the Wildcat Invitational at 11 a.m. And then after a little holiday break, they'll be at Elizabethtown for a tournament there on December 4th. And the next action here at the Mart Center for Wilkes Wrestling will be a dual match against Alvernia